All right, bro. So how do I go about?
Go to net play.
Hold on here. Go to net play.
Yeah. And then just hit enter whatever the port number is. And then it'll automatically copy the IP address you need to connect to. And you can just send that to Discord. Send that to me through Discord.
Okay.
So and then
Okay. I think
play
I think I have it.
whatever port number is, and then versus, and then it'll automatically copy the IP address.
I have that.
Yeah, yeah. And then connect. Okay, it worked. We'll set
Ooh.
the max frames of rollback to 3. And then input delay. You're not on Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, I am right now.
Okay, we'll set the
My
input delay to
ping's
3.
21.8 milliseconds.
Okay, well let's set the 2 then. Input delay 2.
Starting versus mode. When's the last time you played this game?
I think the last time we played.
Oh, so I have an advantage.
I wouldn't say that, but sure.
Who will you be playing as? Uh-oh. Are you gonna take it easy on me? Or you're gonna go pure sweat.
No, I'm probably just gonna play normal, so probably Pierce will.
Give me 1 quick second. 1 quick second. What is this one here?
It's a shield, like a parry.
Oh, I can hold it, but
Yeah.
it takes something away from me. And what's this? Oh, it charges it back up.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get it back to 100%. All right, that's good enough. I probably. So, bop, bop, bop. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, fire moves. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, oh. Oh my god. Oh, he's in heat mode. Oh my god, he's dirty. He's so dirty. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. The true sweat lord. Oh, you know what I haven't done once? Oh my god, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a chance to. Oh my god, bro, I can't even block you.
Mix-ups.
You're so dirty with him. Oh, she's even talking to me directly. I can't deal with it. I may not be able to use the ether light yet. Your famed weapon. But guess what? I don't even need it. All right. Who should I play? Who's like the most accessible? Give me like the most Ryu character.
There really is no one of that archetype, but
Bro, right here.
She's a good beginner character, yeah. Full Moon Reese is a really good beginner character. She hits
Ribseye
really hard.
Strindberg.
She hits really hard for the. She doesn't need to hit you a lot. She hits really hard.
Look at that! Look at that weapon, bro. Oh, she's a little quick.
This stays.
What is that? She went sicko mode. Oh man. Oh no. How you like that? Oh no. Dude, I love that special. Oh god.
Get ducked. That's the special.
Bro. It hurts me even worse to be talked to directly.
By the characters.
They all know each other personally. They all call each other out. This person looks really unassuming. So I'm guessing
She's
they're
really
like,
good.
yeah, the power of anime. I'm scared though with you on your main, bro. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, bro. Ah. Oh. You're so fucking good.
Watch your feet.
Oh my god. The fuck out of my face with that shit. That was good. Oh my god, my man with the counters.
She's actually not my main though.
Who's your main? I remember playing with this one. Is this your main? hit you once. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck is this? How are you gonna bring a gun to a fist fight? And a flamethrower? I like the reduced feature. Jesus Christ, bud. Bro, you completely read my jump.
she's she's really lame and cheesy.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, dude, you got me with the mix-up. I don't know how to. I don't know any of these combos to capitalize on that shit. Oh, shaku. And then you put the move out. You put the beam out just to style on me after you kill me, bro.
I didn't know it was gonna kill you, but it's the setup. Like regardless.
And then she just goes to sleep mode, bro. You know, the thing of it is too is I think I have a good character to counter yours because she's so quick, and I need to like be able to close the distance, but I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh, what happened?
Oh, maybe a decent.
I was wondering why you were just like walking around.
Huh, wait.
Huh.
I can reconnect.
How do I do it? Do I have to go through the whole thing again?
Yeah, but you don't need to give me
Oh, okay.
the pictures again.
I'm in versus mode.
You'll have to like back out and then go to the
Y-
same.
Yeah, I'm back in the CC caster. I hit net play. It says hosting at my IP.
Okay.
And I think this is the point where you connect to me, right?
Yeah, yeah. Says the connection's timed out.
Here, let me reboot CCC caster. Shaku. Dude, that shit killed me. Literally. Net play. Bop. Versus. Bop. Alright. Ready to go.
timing out again. Is the can you give me the IP address again?
Yeah, I just copied clipboard, Discord. Oh, yeah.
It's the same one.
No, it's a different one now. Shaka.
Ah, the port changed. Okay. And same thing. We'll just do 3 rollback, 2 delay. That felt pretty good.
Are we back in here, boys? All right. I do not like. Dun 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 dun. Oh no, I'm on the right side. Oh shit! The ghost of my sister. What the fuck is going on, bro? Nice body slam. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, fucking A, bro. Jesus! Dude, I love that body slam. Oh. Bro.
What?
I feel like that was just disrespectful. Come on, range. Oh. I got darts in my hand. I'm not afraid to use them. I'll use the ghost of my sister. Ah, oh, the punish. The punish game remains strong. Bro, rush combos. Come on. I whip that every time. Invalid. Nice fucking parry, bro. Shit was mad dirty. What the fuck is that? Blood heat!
No, the wave attack's gonna be troublesome.
So these are like evil versions of these people?
They're like permutations of the same character, right? Like, it's like some of them are evil versions, and then others are just like, I have a gun. Right, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, what more do you need, though?
This game's not original. It's based off another game, and the birth of characters is it's not enough to make up a full fighting game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know, bro. This game seems pretty complete.
It is complete. It's just, you know, not. It's not your typical fighting game roster because it's not like fighting game characters.
Dude, this is like this is full anime style.
Yeah.
This is some crazy anime. Sword and the power of anime. Capoeira. Oh. Oh! Oh! Bro, the style. Oh my god. That's dope. Too bad it didn't hit. There we go. He waited to punish me. Arc drive finish. That's the first time that happened.
I did wait.
I saw you. I watched you.
Taking advantage of.
You waited to punish.
Yeah.
It appears that Gamaliel's abilities barely won out. Bro, it's so dirty. So my dress is made of ghosts?
It's just as a regular ghost. I don't know the lore, man.
Dirty. Dirty. Oh no, here we go again. Yeah, fuck you. Right in my soul. Oh. 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 All right. I'm starting to evolve.
You're doing some real pressure there.
I figured out if I actually slow it down instead of like just trying to mash my way to victory, I can develop strategy.
It's usually how it goes, but you don't want to like. It depends on your opponent, right? You don't want to be too slow, right? Sometimes you want to be fast.
Right. Sorry, I wanted to go random color. I didn't realize it would make us both re-choose. Neither of you are listening to what the other person has to say, though. Oh. Dude, that mix-up is too deadly. I gotta block all those bottom ones, and you can just come from the top whenever you want. Dude, this is the most dirty combo. Get the fuck out of here. There it is. Bro, the body slam out of the air.
Yeah, it is a fucking mix-up, but that's the nature of the character, because she doesn't have any HP. She's a pixie character.
What's that mean?
It means she has like no HP. So she's like, she has her offense is amazing, but she has like no defense in return. So she doesn't have good defensive options, and her HP is like really low.
Is she like a glass cannon there? Does she do a lot of damage?
Yeah, she's a glass cannon.
I never heard of referred to as a pixie character.
I mean, you saw the mix up. She could do like 10 things on you, but once you hit her, like she should be dead.
Well, bro, I don't know those 47 move Sion Atlasia combos.
Yeah, usually these types of games, like, yeah.
The one move, the one mistake, punish your whole face game.
It's not like Street Fighter where you have like a lot of chances to like go for a fair fight.
Hold on, listen to the noise he makes. Do it again. He went, yee!
Two attacks.
Oh shit! Alright, ready to go?
There it is again.
Yo! When he does like a dash attack, he goes, yo! Oh god, here it is. Up. Dodged high, you went low. Oh god. Oh, there it is. Now I can do it. It's hard to get the rolls gone on fucking the S and D key, bro.
Yeah.
Are you playing on an arcade stick?
No, I'm playing on keyboard as well.
Oh, are you? Oh, here we go again.
But I'm not at a big disadvantage though, because the arcade stick that I'm playing doesn't actually have a stick on it. It's just buttons. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like a D-pad.
No, like a hitbox.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why isn't it working?
It's me. There we go.
I thought we were desyncing again. I'm gonna play as the cat. With the speed style. We're gonna be a quick kitty. And we're gonna dash around with our kitty mode. Dude, this cat's the best. Hey bro, I found out how to play the game. Bro, I want to hit you with 1,000 paws. Oh no, why is it working? This is a viable strat, bro. Yes! No, I still lost. God damn it. For a second, I looked at your health bar and... That's it. Infinite cat mode. Oh, bro, look when I do the. He goes to sleep.
I think that's pretty amazing.
Bro, this is the best thing. What are you supposed to do against this move? Bro, this is my new strat. Yes! Yes, the ultimate strat! Bro, this is the new tech right here. He says nope. Nope. Oh shit, what the fuck is... Oh god, bro! Oh wait, you know what I forgot? Oh no! Bro! How did you put me in a diamond and then crack me? You put me... What's that shit in Final Fantasy where they put them in the crystals?
I don't remember the name.
You know what I'm talking about though. You put me in a crystal, bro.
Yeah, it's because I went into blood heat, and then once you go into blood heat, if you perfectly time that shield, that parry, then you get a big counter.
Oh
So I
no.
was just waiting for it. At that point, I was just waiting for it.
Bro, this cat is the truth.
I swear that there was another cat in this game, but I guess there isn't.
This might... What about the bottom right hand?
No, that's the same cat.
Oh,
this one. Yeah, this one. There's the other cat.
Oh, it's the evil version. Oh god.
I've actually never played this character in my life, so
Oh god.
I'm gonna be as lost as you are.
Oh yeah, right.
No, seriously, I've never touched this character. Oh shit, I hit you with my cigarette.
Oh shit, it hurts a lot. Oh god, dude. Oh god. Dude, did you see that? The blocking is so cute. Oh god. Why am I still on fire? Yes! Oh no, that was the best move ever. I'm really enjoying the go underneath the map move. Oh, bro! That was some, like, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 shit, bro. I was blocking.
Oh, the timer was up, so it like freezes the... You didn't do any damage to you.
Dude, he's throwing birds. yours. How do I do the...
Air dash. Oh. Oh, yours is fast. I know, it's pretty amazing.
Dude, these are the best characters in any fighting game ever. Jin Jin, dude, why does yours sound like every anime protagonist? Bro, look at the run animation. It's like Sonic.
Oh, what was that? These characters are ridiculous.
I know, they're the best. Dude, best characters 2020.
Let's see what the original version. Actually, I want to see what the outer versions do.
Dude, look at that.
Doesn't even talk.
No, it just...
It's fucking business.
Do you hear it though? Sweet voice and Melty Blood. Let's give Len a try. Little girl, unassuming. Probably full 2000% business. Oh, bro, look!
Your cat.
I turned into a little cat. Japanese people love cats, bro. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Oh, come on. I gotta count on my special, bro. Dude, she holds up the cat. She holds up the cats that we were just playing at as her block.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of fucked up.
It's the laureate.
Oh, come on. It fell apart at the end there. That overhead. Oh, bro. I like this character.
That's good.
I like this character a lot.
She's really good.
I like all the utility she's got in her different, like the little triangles and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So the way they work is, I don't know if you know this, but you can either send it out and they become active, or if you hit someone and while they're being hit, it becomes like they can bounce off of it, but they're not active normally. Like you set them out on the passive until there's like some sort of interaction with it.
Yeah, so you establish them first. And then, well, I saw the one I had the two, and then I used some move and it moved them.
Yeah, you can set I think if you use the same move again, it'll send it out.
It's dope, and I love it.
But otherwise, it just stays there until like you hit your opponent into it, and then they bounce off of it.
And then it shoots you to the other side of the map, and then I can fucking fireball spam you again. Hit you with the Hadouken! I'll tell you though, bro, this is like making muscles in my hands fucking sore that I didn't know I had.
Oh yeah. It'd be like that. Bless you.
It's really hard to like do the like the forward semicircle and stuff, you know?
Yeah. It definitely takes time.
Give me one quick second. Okay. Time in. Dude, the cat kick. Oh. Oh, bro. The RKO out of nowhere. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I saw it, and as soon as I registered, I died.
Hmm.
Oh, bro. Oh, fuck, bro. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, one's really good.
The 7th of the burial. This is the difference in our abilities. Do you now understand that the 7th of the burial agency is not just a fancy title? Bro, that's your title? You're the 7th of the burial agency?
Lore.
Bro, serious lore.
The lore. It's batshit insane.
Ooh, I'm Black Len with purple dress. Or like Pacific Islander Len. I curtsy to you as a formality. Oh shit, I forgot. New moves.
Half is different, yeah.
Yes! Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, it's so dirty. It's so dirty. Whoa! I have no idea what that fucking cat does, bro. Oh no, I'm in heat mode. Oh, fuck, bro. Oh, my wrist is getting so tired.
Yeah, probably call quit soon.
You wanna do one more?
Yeah, do one more.
I don't think Len half mood is my steez. Let's try Len.
Yeah, she's totally like different. Like I think all three versions like really different of her.
I like her though, a lot. Ho, 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 ho. Sion at Lasia Des. I see you have come for the final battle. Oh, you're just waiting. Oh, here we go. The life finisher. Oh, that's not fair. You get to hide behind your bomb and charge your shit.
I'm forcing you to make a decision.
My decision?
Yeah, I'm forcing you to make a decision. You either come at me or you let me do what I do.
I didn't mean to go into heat mode. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on! Bro, that the throwing the cat down and the cat like runs off the screen and then she comes out and attacks as the cat has to be one of my favorite moves I've ever seen. Oh, come on. Ba ba ba. That one right there. I love that move. That, bro, it's cat time. Is that cat just pushing you?
Yeah, first time I've seen that. It's tight.
Bro, it is cat time. Ba ba ba. Oh god, and just like that, my blood has been melted. Oh man. Machine
Well,
or animal, none of that matters in a match. Beep beep. Oh man.
um, I'm always in here, so if you ever want to catch matches, you know where to find me.
Bro, you know it's going down. Oh my.
I mean, I probably don't even need to tell you already know, but like, it's like one of those things where like it's like a muscle where it trains. Like,
Right.
yeah, it's you're like really sore right now, but
Oh.
there are some things though, like especially if you're playing a keyboard or like you're playing a hitbox like I do, like because you're like pressing so much shit like really quickly all the time. No matter like how much you practice or like get your wrists and hands used to it, you still like fucking it still fucking hurts and gets sore.
It's because it's such a foreign movement for your hand. Like it's unlike anything else that we do in our day-to-day lives.
Well, you're extending your finger like when you play the hitbox or you're trying to play a keyboard, especially with the left hand. If you're using motion, like you're controlling the directional motions with your left hand,
Yeah.
you're like stretching and hyperextending a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't do it with your right hand because you're only pressing the attack buttons like you know
It,
intermittently. It's not as like yeah.
it does like yeah,
So
you are extending your fingers in a really like a downward claw kind of conical like kind of a pose that does feel very like it tightens up all the muscles in the hand because you're putting it so tight together like a crane neck.
yeah, so like when I when I used to play on an arcade stick, I wouldn't ever really get like super like hurt or sore. But when I switched over to a hitbox, which a lot of people will like to jokingly call a hurt box, because
Yeah.
yeah, like I've been playing off for like like two maybe like 2 years on it so far, and my left like hand and wrist still gets like really fucked up after long sessions.
My favorite thing is I lived for a while with a guy who was really into different fighting games, and it was when like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out. He was into that for a while, and intermittently he would bring friends over that were also in the fighting game community or whatever. And it was just funny watching everybody's individual hand placements, like on their sticks, like where they feel comfortable, whether they hold it by the base or they hold it by the tip, or whether they use like the whole hand or just like the forefinger and the thumb. Like you
It's all
really,
different, yeah.
yeah, you got to find your own personal touch and where it feels best for you, and then just let loose.
It's sort of like how people have different like mouse like they hold mice differently.
Yeah,
So with arcade sticks, you have like people who do like the wine glass on the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
joystick, or like the full palm, or like they only use like their like 3 fingers or something, or 2 fingers. Yeah, it's just tight. I love arcade sticks, but I got this hitbox as more like an experimental thing because I love messing around with like new peripherals. Like when I got the Steam controller, that whole like haptic feedback and like touchpad stuff was like not as it was like more experimental when it first came out.
Hmm.
So I was like really interested in trying it. And then I hear like the PlayStation 5's haptic feedback on its controller is like amazing or something. I haven't tried it.
Oh, I haven't really looked too much into it yet.
Yeah. I'm always like a sucker for like controller gimmicks.
Yeah. Bro,
So
do you remember the Dreamcast controller with the screen on the controller?
yeah, it was like from the memory card, right?
Yeah, and there was certain applications where you could actually use it as a screen.
I never owned the Dreamcast, but I had a friend who had it. I used to always play
Same.
like Sonic Adventure. Yo, holding that controller is fucking trash though.
Yeah, it's such a brick.
Yeah, and like the handle, it like curves inward instead of outward to like it's not like ergonomic at all.
You know what's funny too is that, in those rose-tinted glasses, for nostalgia's sake, I look back and I think about the N64 controller as being like the end-all be-all perfect fucking form-fitting controller. But if you go back and hold it, it's kind of janky. It's too small. Like it doesn't feel as ergonomic as I think the DualShock 4. I haven't held the new one. But the DualShock 4 for a controller and the Xbox 360 controller might have been, or was it the 360? Yeah, the Xbox 360 controller, because the original Xbox controller was a little too fat. But I think
Fat boy.
the Xbox 360 controller might be like one of the best ergonomic controllers of all time. And I don't even use one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like that offset stick just feels so good. Like it holds in your palm so well. The triggers are right there. Like the buttons are right there on your thumbs. Like it's just perfect. Microsoft really fucking ended the game. Like you can't make a better controller than the Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah, and then like people like really dish out a lot of money and get like the Xbox Elite controller. It's like $100 or something.
Ugh.
Jesus.
I like those peripherals that they're like the trigger assists and shit for people that play like competitive first person shooters, so you don't have to take your thumbs off the sticks. And it puts like a predator face looking skeleton like frame on the top of the controller so that you can click up with your two fingers to hit like the other buttons and stuff.
Apparently, the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller was like insane. I haven't tried it, but I heard a lot of testimonies of like people playing Demon Souls, for example. For one example, a lot of people like to give is when you use the bow on Demon Souls and you draw the bow, as you as you knock the arrow further back, it actually like pushes back on the trigger.
No.
Yeah, that's what they say. I haven't tried it though. Or like when something like brushes past, like the haptic feedback makes it feel like it's actually moving from like one side of the controller to the other. Apparently, it's like some crazy shit.
Well, I mean, that would be based on each individual game though and what the developers like put in
For
there.
sure, but like it seems like the tech in the controller is like pretty legit.
Mm,
Is what they say. But the like feedback on the triggers is pretty fucking cool.
that is revolutionary. I can't wait for the point where we have like the sensors just like we're wearing the gloves, or you're wearing like the rings around your wrists and it's feeling
Yeah, the
like
Nintendo.
the Nintendo Power Glove, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like now you're playing with power. No, bro, like I can't wait. Like I remember playing on my VR, PlayStation VR like 2 years ago when I got it like before it broke. And just like playing some games and PSVR is nowhere near top of the line in terms of like recognizing like where you are in the room and everything and just the whole VR experience. It's nowhere near the top of the line, but it was so immersive. Like some games were so immersive and so fun. Like and it was amazing just being able to like reach out and feel like you're grabbing something and like feeling the haptic feedback in the controller when you reach out and snag something it goes a little like it feels like
Oh yeah.
like I can't wait for when it's full manipulative like I've seen like these I saw some clip of some game like a year ago where some VR game where the dude grabbed a magazine out of his friend's gun and like put it in his own rifle like that kind of like collision detection and shit is amazing. And like games are gonna be so crazy in another 10 years.
Yeah, especially the games coming out of Japan when they start making all those porn games with like you can feel the breasts and shit.
Did you see the video of the two dudes where the one dude's in VR and he's got like his homeboy on top of him, like straddling him, pretending to fucking be riding him?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He wants that full experience.
He wants that full immersive experience. And his homeboy was down for it, man. He was really getting in there.
So I agree with the Xbox controller probably being like the best ergonomic overall design, but a personal favorite of mine, GameCube controller. For me, it fits like really well in my hand, and the joystick on it, I love that joystick. I think it's the best joystick ever. The C stick is trash, but the left joystick, man, that like distinct clack sound when like people are playing Melee and shit,
Hmm.
man,
To
it
be
feels
honest,
so good
oh,
to
now I
control.
remember. Now I remember. Yeah, because the GameCube controller is pretty much like an Xbox controller, but baby mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
little
yeah, but
jankier.
like, yeah, but I think what really sold it for me though was the joystick. The joystick is definitely a little different.
It's like the GameCube controller, if I remember correctly. It's like an Xbox controller, and the N64 controller had a baby.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
You
it's a
know,
little bit more nuanced than that, obviously. Like the triggers are really nice and ergonomically it fit pretty well in my hand. But
excuse me.
the joystick felt like really like it felt really like well built and tough and like you could it felt like one of those joysticks where you can like literally like throw that shit down like staircase and it'll still be fun. You know what I mean? Like there's just some sort of like there was like a sturdiness to that joystick.
Yeah. GameCube was the system that I didn't have it. My brother had it, and I really missed out on like honestly that was like the beginning of the end of Legend of Zelda for me because like the Wind Waker was I'd played every title up to the Wind Waker. Like I had just gotten done with like Ages of Seasons and Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages on the GameCube or the Game Boy Color, and Wind Waker came out on GameCube, and I really wanted to play it, and I was really upset that I didn't, because me and my brother weren't living together at the time. I was living at my dad's, he was living at my mom's, and I never got to play it. He never got it. We never got it, and then I never went back and played it, even though I could probably just find an emulator these days. But at this point, like it was one of the things where like I was like, oh man, I'm missing out on the franchise. Like I'm not able to keep up. Like I've played every other game so far. Like I love them all. It's like my favorite. I have a tattoo of it on my leg of like the Hylian crest. Like I love Legend of Zelda. And then I never played another game past Wind Waker. There's been like 9 games that came out now, and I haven't played one of them because I just got.
No, that's completely fair. It's like it was a game that was important to you when growing up, but then you missed it, and that time kind of came and went. You know,
That's how she goes, and it's funny too because like I look and I see Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, oh man, that looks super fun. It doesn't have the same emotional connection. Like Hylia doesn't have the same. Hyrule doesn't have the same emotional connection that it used to.
mm.
I remember those days, man. I used to love the shit out of that game.
I mean, I'm kind of the same too. Like, I haven't touched a Zelda game since like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, or whatever. Like, I never played Breath because I'm on Switch, and I didn't
I played
play
a
like,
porn game for Twilight Princess back off Newgrounds like 10 years ago.
well, you know, officially official Nintendo video game.
Yeah, man.
But like everything in between that, yeah, I'm the same. Like, I never touched it. I never played like what was it, like Between Worlds or whatever, and all the other spin-offs.
But you know, a big part of it is for me too is like just like we were talking about earlier, it goes from being like a passion project that has a solid story and has like a flushed out, developed world and characters that you care about to just a cash grab where they're just reproducing. They're trying to, make as much money off the franchise as possible. And they're just, mass producing games that has no love behind it anymore. And, that was Bethesda's problem. And that's been a lot of people's problems. It's been a lot of developers' problems.
It's definitely harder to take risks with your game or try some sort of like new experimental IP when there's so much money on the line. Like investors aren't going to take that risk.
A hell of a perspective is though we sit here and we say that it's a problem that they have. Meanwhile, Electronic Arts is making fucking dumb money. You know? It's not a
Yeah, I
problem.
mean,
It's all perspective.
well, yeah, I mean, it's not to say that the games are bad or they don't sell. They're just not as like there's not as much room for like creativity.
You know what it
But
was? Video games used to be kind of a niche counterculture kind of a thing, and
yeah, they
then
hit the mainstream.
yeah, they hit mainstream and became commoditized. And now that, companies treat it like a commodity.
You look at during like back in the PS2 era when games were a lot more affordable and we were getting like a lot of weird Japanese imports.
Yeah.
Like you don't see like the B tier. Like one of the things I loved about like the PlayStation 2 era was like that B tier of like Japanese horror games that like was
Ah,
for some reason localized, like shit like Fatal Frame or like um
yeah.
or even like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. I mean, when they first started out, they weren't games with high budgets, you know.
What about like what was Dino Crisis's budget?
I mean, big for a horror game, but you also had games like Capcom's Hunting Ground or like Clock Tower or like
There were a lot of
uh,
horror games that came out like at a certain period.
yeah, like Roll Rose. There was a lot of like weird, like Japanese made for Western audience horror games that you just don't see anymore. And they were usually like low budget games too.
Was it made specifically for a Western audience? Did the Japanese get down with the horror games too?
A lot of them were definitely Western, made for the Western audience because they'd taken like Western settings and did have like English voice acting.
What was that?
And
Do you remember that game that came out like a year or two ago? It's like a dating sim, but like the one girl is evil and she breaks the fourth wall and like,
Doki Doki
yeah,
Literature Club.
that's the one.
I mean, that was American made, I think, or a Western developer, I think.
So I thought the Japanese loved it, but it's for us the whole time.
Well, I mean, there's obviously some horror games that were like very Japanese. Like Fatal Frame's always been really Japanese, like Japanese
Fatal
names,
Frame was
Japanese
scary.
characters. Yeah, but games like Silent Hill, Resident Evil were like they're Japanese made, but obviously are for Western audience because it's taking place in like Western settings.
Dude, I don't even want to think like Fatal Frame geeked me the fuck out, dude. Like just thinking about it's kind of like I'm an adult and it's still kind of fucking creeping me out just thinking about how scared I was playing that fucking game.
Hmm. But not just that, but like a lot of other games like Mr. B or some shit like that, right? There's just not as many like weird experimental games because games are too expensive to make, at least in the AAA market. I mean, games aren't lacking creativity because the indie sector is like huge now. We have so many amazing indie games, but for like weird or experimental games with a budget, it's not as common.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about this day and age is that the technology is available, readily accessible, and the information's out there. So, I mean, the barriers to game development are fewer than ever before. Not that I
Yeah,
mean, you can't just like come out as one person and make like a AAA looking game, but it doesn't. I mean, the
by all
industry,
means, great.
yeah, the industry speaks over and over again. What was that game, Celeste? That game Celeste has been getting like fucking rave reviews. Like people have been loving the shit out of it. And look at
Mhm.
Undertale, bro. Like Undertale, it's like RPG Maker status, you know? Like, and that game fucking was the zeitgeist for like 2 years. People are still fucking making Undertale videos and mashups and fan content and shit. Like,
Yeah,
that
I
was pretty
mean,
much like Toby Fox, right? Like, I don't think too
that's
many
about
other
it.
people worked on it. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing. Like, the, it still is. Video games internally have always been such a welcoming and awesome community, like among the people. Yeah, there's toxicity. Now there's a lot of toxicity just because it is so mainstream and like everybody's into it. Everybody's into games now.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
among the older heads, it's always
yeah,
been it's always been like a point of camaraderie, you know.
mhm.
It's like a point of reference for another human being, something you can relate to because it's such a I think when it comes down to it, it is it's on the same wavelength of people that love TV shows, people that love movies, and people that love books. Like video games is the fourth element of entertainment that people really like resign themselves to.
Yeah, and it's like no longer just like a thing where, oh, I play games and like you're in this group, but now it's, since it hit the mainstream, people are gonna like form communities more specifically around games and not just like games as a whole.
Well, that's the crazy thing too in 2020 is that you can literally find a Discord and like be talking to people who enjoy the same thing that you enjoy literally in minutes. You just Google like Discord for duck hunting or Discord for Red Dead Redemption 2 and you could be talking to people about the game like in 30 seconds.
Mhm.
And that's crazy. Back in the day you had to like find the niche subgroup, you had to like apply to be a part of their like their RS stream or their fucking
You had to go to the forums, and then from the
yeah,
forums, if you can like break into the inner circle, you might get invited to like the IRCs.
right.
Fucking IRC, man. Remember that?
Way back in the day.
Hmm. I used to use IRC a lot when I used to play like Counter Strike.
You were a Counter Strike sweater.
Yeah, I never played in like leagues or
1.6.
anything. 1.5 and 1.6. And I never played in like any major leagues, but I did play as a ringer for a couple like Cal Open, which is like super, you know, accessible, open for everyone league. But I was never really that good. It was mainly just to play with friends and stuff.
You play Star?
Of course, grew up with StarCraft.
There's this game on Steam called War Selection. It's a free to play RTS, and it's very. It seems like the strategy for every single different country is Zerg Rush.
I mean, I might have grown up with Counter Strike and StarCraft, but my taste in games have changed since then.
Hey, bro, remember when Zerging was a phrase?
Yeah,
Remember when that was part of like
and like the sort of like the gaming
the
consciousness,
video
or
game?
like
Yeah, the video game lingo.
colloquialism.
Yeah,
Yeah, as a part of our.
I don't even know what you'd say now. You'd say like "fuck Boyd."
I don't even know what to say. I haven't had the need to like find a word to fill that void because there hasn't been like I don't play any games that like need that like fill that context.
What would I say if I was getting fucking rushed? I'd probably just say I'm
I
getting
mean,
rushed.
there has been times where I have said it like kind of recently, but that's because that's like I'm what people I know knows what that means. But that means we're old, right?
Right.
I don't hang with many young kids.
I don't either. We're at a perfect age.
Yeah, because like unlike the previous generation, like we grew up with games and shit and like technology and media.
It's crazy though, bro, because I talk to these kids, like I talk to the fucking teenagers in different discords and shit playing games, and they talk about the games that they grew up with, and I'm like, damn. Or they talk about like, and I see it
Well,
like on Reddit, I see it on like YouTube, like people say back in the day, like I remember growing up on this game that I feel like came out like 5 years ago, and I'm like, what? Like I was old then, like I already had a kid then, like
it's like majority of like the Undertale community, right? It's like this game is like the greatest game, most influential, important game I ever played. And it's like if you played like any RPG from like let's say Chrono Trigger, it's like no, not even
oh yeah.
born, right? So it's like yeah, I mean, of course, it's gonna be important to you because it's like the first thing you've experienced, like a game like try to challenge expectations.
It's so crazy though because like the foundation that we have and the foundation that they have is so different. And like
Yeah.
there are so many good games, but I feel like it's like man, if you didn't experience like Super Mario World, like in the context of there's nothing better. Like I remember playing Super Mario World as a young kid, and that was the best game on the market.
I mean, it shows you how like quickly things change because when we started playing games, like gaming was in its infancy, and no one really knew how to like make games. So a lot of the games we were playing, a lot of people were like a lot of developers were like experimenting and like trying to find out like how to make their games. But now, like game design is like an actual, real, credible like study, right? It's become like an actual. thing of like research and study compared to like when we first started playing games, where games were just like these things, and no one really knew how to like make a game.
I've been playing old school RuneScape, and I was watching this documentary. It was just like in my recommendeds, and it got played when I was like grinding about like the creation of it, and it was talking to their parents about how they were growing up and like they always played Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and then like he started like with computers, like programming his own little shits and stuff like that because he was too poor to buy like the game, so he started like programming his own versions like of like triple of like big games that were coming out at the time. And it's the perfect way to exemplify what you're just saying. Is like his mom was like, oh yeah, they were always using their imagination. They were really supportive, and his dad was dungeon master, like Dungeons and Dragons games for him. But she's like, oh, they were always playing with their imagination and playing imaginary games and stuff. But yeah, dude, back in the day, I mean, there were tons of people that were mad about their kids. I mean, you can even take it back to before our day, like in the fucking late 70s, early 80s, when arcades were starting to come up, and like people were having consoles at home, like first home consoles, like with the Atari 2600 and the Jaguar and stuff like that, like where it was super counterculture, and parents thought it was like melting your brain. Like, and not
It
only
was like
that,
devil spawn shit. Yeah,
yeah, like parents thought it was melting your fucking brain. And then and then like mid 90s, the whole Mortal Kombat fiasco, like it really like gaming took a hard nosedive, bro. Like game, and I remember that.
it became like the new scapegoat compared. It became like the new scapegoat, right? Because before it was
Right,
comics. Yeah,
exactly. And before it was metal music too.
yeah. Well, it always needs something to
And then
blame.
rap music. Yeah, always something. But then what we realize is like, no, everything's cool. Like this is just how people entertain themselves. Like people just need hobbies. Like not everybody wants to sit around, drink scotch, and beat their wives, you know?
Damn, that's such a good analogy though. Now that you said it, what rap music? Oh, it started out as like this counterculture thing, or like this niche thing, and it hit the mainstream, and like mainstream rap is so trash. But then like there's so much good underground rap.
Yeah. I mean that's culture in general, man. That's
Yeah,
culture in general.
when something when it becomes pop culture, yeah, it becomes like a commoditized. Like big companies jump on it. It becomes like an industry.
You want to know a real perfect? Here's a perfect example. The mental image that you get when I say these two words, modern art.
Fuck man.
There are people making modern art that's really fucking good. Like there are people that are making statements. Like there are people that are making new contemporary art that's really fucking good. But when you think of modern art, it is a
Hmm.
negative connotation.
It is.
And it's really negative. You think of like the ugliest, like put together, like no meaning, like just vapid,
It's the most
disgusting
pretentious
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's culture for you, man. The masses ruin things.
When there's money behind it, yeah, companies jump in if everything becomes uh yeah.
I think a part of it though too is that there's a spectrum of people, like in terms of the ability to enjoy things and the ability to analyze something critically. And I think really when it comes down to it, like the more intelligent you are, the more likely you are to be cynical about a mainstream approach to your little hobby, your little subculture that you've latched onto.
That goes with intelligence in general though, Like the
Intelligence and
smarter you are, the more
cynicism.
yeah, um like intelligence it's like the trade-off over intelligence is that you like demystify the world and you sort of see it for what it is, and it's usually really shit.
Yeah,
They say like intelligence and depression goes hand in hand.
that's true.
Because when you're dumb and ever when you're dumb, you don't think about stuff, and the world is still kind of like you know foggy. You don't really see the world for what it is. I mean, it's pretty easy to be happy when you have nothing to worry about.
But it's a shame as it applies to what we're talking about because it's the dumber individual that gets to enjoy all the content, whereas we look at it from afar and go, look how they're ruining. Look what they did to my boy. They massacred
I,
him.
I try my best to not fall into complete cynicism. I still find joy in games, but you definitely have to like look for it pretty hard.
I think when it comes
Like
down
it,
to it, I'm a kind of a grindy individual, and I like a good like escapist. I have to pay attention to this grind, like amassing this thing in this game. So I tend to play games that have like dailies, like daily incentives, and a kind of a grindy aspect to them. And
I'll only let myself indulge in that kind of game. Only one of those kinds of games. So for me, that's just Final Fantasy, even though it's not really grindy. So everything else that I play is going to have to be like the short and sweet single player experience kind of stuff.
dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Final Fantasy is a fucking typical Japanese MMO. It's super grindy.
I mean, for an MMO though, not really. You know, I mean, you used to play it. Everything was so easy.
Right, but that it depends on how you play it. Like if you want to play it like a casual, then yeah, you're
True.
you're
Yeah,
right. There's not a lot of grind to it. But if you want to play it like an elitist MMO fucking superstar, then you can be grinding literally all day. Like you could be making money, you can be
that's true.
trading skills, like you could
That's kind of
be.
why I like the game. Like that's why I like the game a lot and why I still play it because you get back what you invest.
Oh, I used to love running macros and shit and just bullshitting in chat and fucking running my macros and crafting shit to put up on the market. I do that in RuneScape. Spend hours just like grinding trees or something to put up on the marketplace, make some money.
Yeah, but like again, like going for like those really like special single player experiences is definitely like it's definitely mostly like smaller budget indie or Japanese, in my opinion. Like so, like for example, I recently played a game called like Somnia Files. You probably saw it. It's essentially a visual novel, but with like puzzle solving elements. If you've ever heard of like Danganronpa,
I've heard
and
of
it was
Danganronpa.
yes, but it was such an amazing experience because it was the game is essentially a murder mystery, but it's such a well written murder mystery. So like, but you're not gonna get something out of
Which
that
one,
like you
Danganronpa
know
or the one you were talking about?
the one I was playing,
What's it called?
the Somnia Files.
Insomnia Files. Do you play as
No,
Phoenix Wright,
Somnium.
Ace Attorney?
Nah, you play as a detective.
is,
The
is,
gimmick of the story. The gimmick of the story is have you ever seen the movie or heard of the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez?
what's it called?
The Cell with Jennifer Lopez.
The Cell?
Yes. So that's the concept where he's a detective, and in order to find like clues and stuff, he dives into the psyche of his like suspects. Yeah,
Bro, sounds dope.
but it's so Japanese though because so the subject matter is like really serious. Like it's a murder mystery. You're looking for the murderer, and there's like people dying along the way. But then it like has the most like inappropriate humor. Um, just like in the middle of shit. Like they have like a lot of sex jokes and stuff. It's like something you wouldn't get out of a Western game. So I enjoyed them a lot because it was like a break from what I normally play.
So is it like really action based? What's the actual like gameplay like?
I mean it's a visual novel, so it's mostly just reading.
Ah, I
Um,
see.